I had to make a video. Once I saw him do this a couple times, I'm like, okay, enough is enough. Let me end this right now. Coach Greg, and today we're gonna talk all about Kali Muscle. If you don't know who that is, then who even are you? Kali Muscle, extremely famous YouTuber. He's a big jack dude. He's also 45 years of age like me. We're gonna get into, is he natty? Is it possible he's natty? What does he say about getting abs? Can you get abs as quickly as he says? And can you eat the way he does and still get ripped? Let's start out with, is he in fact natural? Well, he has a very impressive physique, but we first have to look, obviously, at his genetics. So I went way back. His genetics are absolutely ridiculous, redonkulous. Better than 99.9% of people. He's got the top level, top tier genetics, okay? Better than mine. He's bigger and leaner than me, and he's my age. But is he in fact natural? Well, he's as natural as Mike O'Hearn. So if you think Mike O'Hearn is natural, Kali Muscle, he's also natural. He's as natural as Mike O'Hearn. I don't need to look at a bunch of pictures and analyze if he trains properly and eats properly and does all this. He's too huge and too ripped to be natural, especially at 45. Remember, people don't get better forever. At 45, your physique should not look as good as it did at 35 if you're natural. If you're natural and train hard your whole life, you're going to peak before the age of 45. It's just the aging process. You can't get better forever. And if somebody tries to spew nonsense or say some bullshit that, yeah, you can eat this way, train this way, and I can do it because look at my physique, they're spewing lies. So why would he spew lies? Well, Kali Muscle, in his past, he had a dark past. He went to prison. He wasn't the nicest of guys back then. Is he nice now? Absolutely. I like his videos. I find him highly entertaining, and he has an incredible physique. And I just like the way he talks and carries himself. I think it's funny. I've watched a ton of Kali Muscle videos, okay? So I'm not hating on him, and I'm not trying to bring up bad shit from the past. I'll just say, he is not going to come out and say, hey, everybody, I'm a former criminal and I'm breaking the law again. Really? You think he's going to admit to taking PEDs? Oh, I just here to say I'm on the steroids. I break the law consistently. So can you blame him for being dishonest? No, he shouldn't tell you what he's doing. It's his own business. He's not going to broadcast that he's breaking the law in YouTube videos. He's not natural though. Come on people, not natural. Does that mean he's abusing the crap out of PEDs? No, he has extremely gifted genetics and he could be on a moderate dose year round and have that look. He looks highly androgenic. What does that mean? Well, steroids are anabolic, meaning they build muscle, and androgenic, meaning they give you more male characteristics like muscle hardness, density, looking like freaky ripped and stuff. So when I say he's highly androgenic, it looks like he's taking a lot of androgens. Very lean, leaner than Coach Greg, probably 7% body fat year round. Very lean. He's not going to take a bunch of water-retentive steroids that make you look puffy, okay? Hardeners. Could be Tren, Masteron, Primo, things like that. Things that give you a quality, hard, athletic look. And he is, in fact, a very gifted athlete. He used to play football at a very high level, and he was also a very good actor. He was in various commercials such as,
hey, I got you guys a protein shake.
Awesome, I love protein.
I know you love protein. I love protein too.
You know, Ronnie, folks who save hundreds of dollars by switching to Geico sure are happy. And how happy are they, Jimmy? Say happier than a bodybuilder directing traffic.
and get this. You probably think he just eats chicken, broccoli, and rice, right? Oh, he looks like that. Must eat chicken, broccoli, and rice. A bodybuilder. He's not a pro bodybuilder. He doesn't have the best of legs. He looks like he would be an IBB pro, but he doesn't have the legs to match the upper body. His upper body's more jacked than Coach Greg, but he doesn't have the legs to balance the upper body to be a pro. Very good amateur, not a pro. Doesn't eat chicken, broccoli, and rice. He does mukbang videos. You guys know what that is? When you eat a bunch of food, you see all that stuff. And he does full day of eating videos. 15,000 calories. He eating donuts and McDonald's and Burger King, all kinds of junk. What does that show? You're thinking, well, that means he's on steroids because he can eat whatever you want and stay ripped. No. Most people take steroids overweight. They're obese. They're not in shape. The steroids, it makes you bigger, have bigger muscles, but it doesn't make you shredded. You think it does. You want it to. You want to believe that everyone who's shredded, they probably just take steroids and eat what they want. If you take steroids, you're just going to get bigger and fatter. That's just how it works. It sucks, I know. You want the magic pill, but the magic pill is exercise. That's the magic pill. You exercise, it's going to help you burn calories, okay? Eat at a deficit, you're going to lose weight. So what is Cali Muscle doing? Cali Muscle is simply eating at maintenance. He keeps a shredded physique year-round because his body burns as many calories as he takes in. He's lucky he has a fast metabolism. He eats and burns it off. That's just how it works. It doesn't really matter if it's from junk or from healthy food. If you're at maintenance or in a deficit, you're going to lose weight. Unlike what other doctors say or other people that think that, no, you can't lose weight unless you're eating whole foods. You can eat shit foods and lose weight. That's just how it works. Calorie deficit, lose weight. Evidence, Cali Muscle, right there. So what about some of the information he's been saying lately about, getting abs in 8 minutes? 8-minute ab workout. 6-pack guaranteed. Well, Cali Muscle's 45 years old, has better abs than me, so he probably knows the secret on how to get abs. So I'm going to watch his 4 million plus subs. Coach Greg doesn't even have 1 million. So Cali Muscle must know how to get abs better than Coach Greg. So let's see his advice.
Got Cali Muscle here, and today I'll be taking you through an intense ab workout that only takes 8 minutes. That's right, 8 minutes to get shredded abs like me. If you do this consistently 3 to 4 days a week, hey, them abs and obliques will be shredded.
Doesn't matter if you eat 15,000 calories or if you don't do any cardio, you just do the 8-minute ab workout and you get abs. So this is what I don't like. People actually believe it. People actually think that doing a bunch of sit-ups, it burns fat or it targets the fat in the stomach. And then you get abs. The abs get bigger and they just poke through all the fat somehow. No, the only way you're gonna get abs doing sit-ups is if you already got abs. You have to get rid of the flabs to see the abs. It's so simple. And if you have a thick layer of fat, it's that thick, it's gonna take months, maybe years. Not a couple days, couple weeks, couple months. Could take years. If you're obese, if you're overweight, it can take a long time. So he shows an ab workout, which is great. It works your abs. It's gonna strengthen your core. Unfortunately, gonna do nothing to show your abs. Nothing. It will do a zero to give you abs. Doing that 8-minute ab workout every day will not even get you the abs that 8 minutes of walking will do every day. 8 minutes of walking or 8 minutes of those sit-ups, the walking will get you abs faster. Ab workout challenge. Get abs in 2 weeks. Cali Muscle and Big Boy. In 2 weeks, nothing's gonna happen unless you're in a calorie deficit from a diet. And in 2 weeks, maybe you're gonna gain, 3, 4, 5 pounds of fat, maybe. So if you almost have abs, you're so close. You might get somewhat of a visible appearance of abs in 2 weeks. That's the best you're gonna do. Now, frankly, Cali Muscle and Big Boy are both gifted athletes. Very impressive physiques. Cali Muscle, way more shredded, but Big Boy, a ton of muscle, although his body fat is well over 20% body fat. You're probably thinking, well, Cali Muscle has abs. No way could Big Boy have abs, right? No way, Big Boy doesn't have abs. Well, let's see. Does Big Boy have abs? And is it from doing these sit-ups, or is it just because his genetics just has abs in that way? Okay, so many people think to have abs, you need 10 or 12% body fat. The reality is lots of guys with over 20% body fat have abs. And I always say, if you can't see your abs at all, it means you're fat. Why do I say that? Because it's true. Big Boy. The name is Big Boy, not ripped boy, not shredded boy, Big Boy. He's a big guy, he's not lean at all. But let's see, does he in fact have abs? Let's watch.
Remember, I got a keg, guys. I'm overweight, I got a keg.
Callie's been feeding me McDonald's.
Get it.
Huh.
Yeah.
Woo!
Good money. Man.
Trying to build that core up, baby. Gotta have that strong core. They don't realize every lift involves your core, you know?
What people don't realize is practically every single exercise you do in the gym is working your core, your abs. Guess what? I don't train abs. I train zero abs. The only time I'm doing an ab-specific workout is when I'm flexing them in the mirror to see if I have abs. That is it. I never do a sit-up, a leg raise, any of that stuff. I never do them. You don't need to. It's not the secret to getting abs. The secret to getting abs is getting lean enough so that the body fat is not blocking them. You gotta get that layer away from covering up the abs. Big Boy knows this. He's trained. He doesn't specifically train his abs, yet he can do all these exercises at 300 pounds. He's able to do it, not because he trains for it, but because he trains. Anyone that's training is already training the abs. You don't need to specifically target it. Yeah, you can if you want, but it's not going to give you that ripped six-pack of your dreams. It's just not.
Yeah, but that's what with me as well. Only time I usually do abs is when I do a video, because like you say, whatever movement we do it, we work at our core indirectly.
Even Kali Muscle says, you know, the only time I really do abs is when I do a video. So they tell you what you want to hear, not what you need to hear. You want to hear, you follow this 8-minute workout and you do it 3 times a week, or you follow my abs routine, you're going to get abs like me because look at my abs. But really what's happened is they don't even train their abs themselves, and they just do a video and say, hey, this is how to train your abs. You see how that's more views for more views? That's what I don't like. They're actually lying, but not lying enough to not tell the truth. So he's actually saying, hey, get abs in 2 weeks. And then he says, I don't even train abs just for videos. And he's eating 15,000 calorie challenges, mukbangs, and so on, McDonald's, Taco Bells, and the likes. And just look at Kali Muscle's physique, and people think he might be natural at 45. I don't care if he's 25, you're not looking like that. Natty, it just doesn't happen on anyone.
Look at him, look at him. Look at him.
Oh, look. He got abs up in there, boy. What y'all talking about?
And not to be outdone by Kali Muscle, Big Boy lifts his shirt off to reveal a six-pack. He himself says, I'm overweight, I got a keg, lifts up the shirt, six-pack. 300 pounds, yet he's overweight. But he has abs. Next time I say, if you don't have abs, you're fat, it's only because I'm telling you the truth. The chances are, if you can't see any kind of abs at all, you're overweight. It's possible that you're not. There's exceptions, of course. Some people just carry all their fat in the stomach. You got cross-rided quads, you know, you're shredded, your shoulders are impressive, you got veins in your arms, but you got a beer belly. You got a big stomach. Shitty genetics. You might not actually be fat and you have no abs. It's possible. But for most people, I give general rules. If you can't see any outline of your abs, you're fat. Doesn't mean you're a bad person. It means exactly what it says. You don't have abs, you're fat. Doesn't mean you're bad. Doesn't mean you did something wrong. It means you're fat. Fat is in overweight. Some of you just can't handle hearing the truth. It's like, hey, if you're under 5 foot tall, you're short. Oh, Coach Greg said I'm a bad person because I'm under 5 feet tall. No, I said you're short. Like me, I'm a manlet, little manlet, short, T-Rex arms. Who cares? You're short. Doesn't matter. You're fat. Who cares? It doesn't matter. If you are fat and you want abs, you gotta lose some weight. It doesn't mean you shouldn't like yourself or that you don't look good. It just means you're fat. You can be extremely good looking and fat. It's possible. People do it. There's plus size models. There's people who are super skinny and don't look good at all. Your body fat percentage or your weight doesn't define your looks. Your weight does not define you. It's not if you're fat, skinny, tall, short that decides if you're attractive or not, okay? It's not. We overemphasize body fat as the deciding factor on attractiveness. You can be ripped and not good looking at all, or you can be obese, overweight, and be extremely good looking. So when someone says, hey, you're fat, doesn't mean they're calling you ugly. It means they're calling you fat. Same as saying you're short or tall. Doesn't mean you're ugly, it means you're short or tall. So the summary, Cali Muscle, not Natty, eats a bunch of shit food half the time, is still more shredded than Coach Greg. He's clearly doing something right, and the something right he's doing is not eating in a surplus. He's not bulking all the time. He's eating at maintenance, and clearly it's working for him. Highly entertaining, informative, but more spews for more views on occasion. Do not think you can get abs from doing sit-ups. I had to make a video. Once I saw him do this a couple times, I was like, okay, enough is enough. Let me end this right now. GregDoucette.com for coaching. Greg Doucette, IB Pro. We're blooping 2 videos. Be sure to watch those. And until next time, I'm out.